The way things are supposed to be will require the transformation of our heart, soul, mind, and strength. In order to see and participate in God's kingdom, we will have to submit to God's grace. We have to allow God to transform us into those who have eyes to see and ears to hear. In our passage today, Jeremiah tells us that this happens when God writes God's law on our hearts. This is opposed to God having written God's law in stone and on paper for us to memorize in our minds. My default way to engage with God is with my mind. I love to read theology, discipleship, church history, and most of all, Scripture. I love to read it, think about it, turn it over and over in my mind until some new facet presents itself in a way that I can share it with others or live it out in my own faith practice. But the danger for me and from the sheer volume of Christian publishing, maybe all of us, is seeing our mental engagement with God as the end-all, be-all of the life of faith. We become content to study about God rather than having a relationship with God. We are content with the words on the page instead of having the words written on our hearts. When the Word is written on our hearts, it will change who we are to the depth of our being, including our minds, but we will not be able to limit the transformation. We will be changed if we will allow God to be our God.